Welcome to a short pregnancy practice to alleviate back pain. So come to a seated, comfortable position, prop yourself up on a block or a pillow, and we're just going to take our hands to the belly and we're going to take 5 deep breaths together. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. Just take this time to focus on you and your baby and your body. Just acknowledging any thoughts that you have and allowing them to pass by. 2 more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Last one, inhaling, and as you exhale, just gently blinking the eyes open. We're going to start by reaching over to the side, so inhaling, arm up, and exhaling over to the side. Come back to center, inhaling, reaching up and over. So it doesn't matter how far you reach to the side, we want to try and find some length through the spine. Okay, then we're going to take the hands together, interlock them and just reach up above our head. Maybe taking the gaze up and releasing, same thing, interlock the hands behind you and just reaching down so you get a nice opening through the chest, maybe taking the gaze up. And release. And we're going to take that again, so reaching up and over. Coming back to center, reaching up and over. Just getting a bit of warmth through the spine, interlocking the hands and reaching up. And maybe taking the gaze up and feeling a bit of length through the chest. Exhaling, release, interlock the hands behind you and opening up through the chest and maybe elevating the gaze. One more time, reaching up and over. And to the other side. Interlocking the hands, reaching up. Exhale to release, interlocking the hands behind, drawing up through the shoulders, drawing the shoulder blades down, and maybe elevating the gaze. And release, we're going to take a few shoulder rolls, one direction, maybe coming the other way. I want to take some eagle arms. So if you take the right hand underneath the left hand and we come to this position and then we just cross the hands over the other way. And you should feel a nice lengthening through the scapula at the back, through your shoulders. And if we inhale and lift the arms up, and exhale, take them down. For me, this gives me a really lovely stretch through the shoulders. And inhaling, arms up. And exhaling down. And just release through the shoulders. And the other way. And we're going to turn to the side and come onto all fours. So slowly coming off of your block or pillow, just move that to one side and coming onto all fours. So you want your hips to be above your knees, give yourself enough space for the bump to be comfortable. And we want to evenly distribute the weight through our hands, making sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders. And we're going to come into what's called cat-cow. So if you're just in a flat back here, we're going to just lift the gaze. There's a slight arch through the back. And as you exhale, round the spine and lower the head, looking towards your knees. Inhaling, take the gaze up. And as you exhale, hug, bump towards you. And just take a few more on your own time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Take one more and we'll come to meet in a flat back. So just in a neutral position, we're going to do something that feels a bit like a dog wagging its tail. So if you just move your hips from side to side and you can turn your head to meet your hips. So just kind of like imagine like you're wagging your tail and just moving your hips from side to side. And then we're just going to take some hip circles. So this is just releasing some tension through the pelvis, through the hip bones, the hip flexors, and a little bit of tension in the glutes and lower back. And maybe switch direction. This can feel really nice whether you do it on all fours or you can do it standing as well. No matter what stage you are of pregnancy, this feels really nice. And then we're going to come to child's pose. So make sure that the knees are nice and wide and your feet come together. Sink your seat down to your hips and extend your arms forward and just relax the head down. And we're just going to take some deep breaths here. This should give you a lovely stretch through the shoulders, through the upper back and the middle back, and a nice stretch through the pelvis. Take one more breath here. And we're going to come back up to all fours, so slowly coming back to an all fours position. And from here we're going to come into puppy pose. So your hips stay up where they are, and we're going to walk the hands forward, keeping the hips up and taking the head down. So this just gives you a deeper stretch into the shoulders and the upper back. If that feels too intense for you or you don't like it, you can always just come back to child's pose. Slowly walking the hands back to press up to an all fours position. And take some more hip circles in both directions. And then your block or your pillow, and come back to meet in that comfortable seated position. Just keep your hands on your knees or take your hands to your belly, and we're going to do 5 deep breaths together to finish. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. And last breath, inhaling. And as you exhale, just gently blink open your eyes. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today. If you've got time and you'd like to enjoy some deep relaxation, please make your way into Savasana, and you can click one of my guided meditations or perhaps some positive birth affirmations and enjoy a nice relaxation. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.